On a cold Saturday night in London, just 5 days ago, 60,000 people stood in stunned silence. They weren't silent because of a knockout. They were silent because of a ghost. Tyson Fury, the man who had been written off, retired, beaten twice by Alexander Usyk, and dismissed as a has-been, wasn't just back. He was dismantling Arslanbek Makhmudov, a man 10 years younger and built like a brick wall, with the ease of a master painter. But this isn't just a story about a comeback. This is a story about the things Tyson Fury has done that shouldn't be humanly possible. Stories that, if you heard them in a pub, you'd call a lie. Stories about a 6 feet 9 inches giant who cheated death, outran his own mind, and somehow, against every law of physics and logic, returned to the throne. No one believed these Tyson Fury stories until they watched this. To understand the giant, you have to understand the miracle of his birth. Imagine a baby born 3 months premature. He weighed exactly 1 pound. 1 pound? The doctors told his father, John Fury, that the boy wouldn't survive the night. But John looked at that tiny, fragile life and saw something else. He named him after Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet at the time. He told the doctors, he's going to be 7 feet tall and he's going to be the world heavyweight champion. The doctors laughed. The nurses shook their heads. No one believed a 1-pound baby could survive, let alone become a giant. But as Tyson grew, the stories only got weirder. Like the time a teenage Tyson allegedly knocked out a horse that tried to kick him. Or the fact that he's a direct descendant of the king of the Gypsies, Bartley Gorman. These are the foundation stones of a myth. But the myth was about to get a lot darker. In 2015, Wladimir Klitschko had been the champion for a decade. He was the steel hammer. He didn't just win, he erased people. When Tyson Fury showed up to the press conference dressed as Batman and tackled a man dressed as the Joker, the world rolled its eyes. He's a clown, they said. He's scared, they claimed. Even the betting odds were astronomical. But there was a story from a sauna years earlier that no one believed. Fury and Klitschko were at a training camp. They ended up in a sauna together, a battle of wills to see who would leave first. Fury stayed in until he almost fainted, just to show Wladimir he wouldn't break. On fight night in Dusseldorf, Fury didn't just win. He made the greatest champion of a generation look like he'd never boxed a day in his life. The clown had become the king. And that's when the real trouble started. Most people think a world title solves your problems. For Tyson, it created a void. He fell into a depression so deep it's hard to fathom. He ballooned to 400 pounds. He was drinking 18 pints of lager a day. He was using cocaine. There is a story Tyson tells about a summer day in 2016. He was driving his brand new Ferrari at 190 miles per hour toward a bridge. He wanted to end it all. He said he heard a voice, a warning, and he slammed on the brakes just feet from the edge. When photos of a morbidly obese Tyson Fury started circulating, the boxing world laughed. They called him a one-hit wonder. They said his career was over. They believed he would be another tragic statistic in the history of the sport. No one believed a man that far gone, a man who couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without gasping for air, could ever put on a pair of gloves again. December 1, 2018. The Staples Center. Deontay Wilder, the hardest puncher in the history of boxing, lands a right hand that would have decapitated a bull. Tyson Fury hits the canvas. His eyes roll back. The referee starts counting. At 6, he looks dead. At 8, he's still not moving. The commentators are already saying their eulogies. Tyson Fury didn't just get up. He started taunting Wilder. He won the rest of the round. It is quite literally the most unbelievable physical feat in the history of the heavyweight division. It defied medical science. It defied the laws of momentum. No one believed he could get up until they watched him do it. Fast forward to today. After the heartbreak of the Usyk losses in 2024, everyone told Tyson to stay retired. They said the Gypsy King era was finished. But look at what happened 5 days ago at Tottenham. Fury didn't fight like a man who was tired. He fought like a man who had rediscovered his soul. He was leaner, faster, and more focused than he's been in 5 years. He didn't just beat Makhmudov, he sent a message to the world. And that message was directed at two men, Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. There is a rumor, a story that sounds too good to be true, that a trilogy fight with Usyk is already being whispered for Wembley later this year. Some say it's for the undisputed title once again. Others say it's just for pride. We like to think we know our heroes. We like to put them in boxes. We call them the champion, the addict, the clown, or the legend. Tyson Fury is all of those things. He is the 1-pound baby who became a 270-pound giant. He is the man who stared at a bridge at 190 miles per hour and chose to live. He is the man who rose from a Wilder knockout like a ghost in the night. So, when you see the headlines saying he can't beat Usyk in a third fight, or that he's too old to face Anthony Joshua, remember the stories we just told. Because if there's one thing we've learned about the Gypsy King, it's this. The more you refuse to believe his story, the more he's going to make you watch it come true.